Fucking nervous.
Yeah?
I don't know why.
I always get nervous too. Every time we jump, I get nervous. We used to think life was about motion, about filling our time, rushing to the next thing.
Here's the shoe! I almost lost it! And it was so high from up there.
Oh, but every time. It's always like, ah! Yeah. Saying yes to friends and adventure. Go, go, go. We took a shot, we met, we built, we fell in love, we had fireworks, we got engaged on the Burning Man Playa, we sprinted, we eloped on a mountaintop, we honeymooned, we did a lot, all within 6 months. And then we started planning our full destination wedding in Mexico later this year.
All the rushing became stressful and unsustainable. We've typically been the kind of people who say yes. Yes to adventure, yes to opportunities, yes to each other, yes to pushing ourselves. And for a while, it felt like we were riding this wave. An unstoppable, unshakable, chasing life at full speed kind of wave. Together, we felt like we were doing it right and crushing it. By filling our days to the brim, traveling, building, having deep conversations, moving from one thing to the next without a second thought. It was exciting. It was fun. It was everything we wanted.
At some point, we looked at each other and realized the way we brought our lives together in such a short period of time wasn't the way we wanted to live our life together in the long run. And we wanted to start building life with purpose and goals at our own slower pace.
So we made a choice together. While we may be planning this amazing destination wedding to celebrate with family and friends later this year, we decided to take our teamwork to another level in parallel, so that our journey to our wedding also sets the foundation for our long-term life together. Shifting gears over the past month became much less about adventure in the way we used to define it. It was about something deeper, adventure in slowing down, in being intentional, in thoughtfully crafting our dream life.
In shifting gears from go to grow, and growing together and individually. We built a plan and phased it out. A beautiful thing about having a life partner is we are doing it all together. So why not level up ourselves too in the process, to build a life we are truly in love with?
It became like morning hydration and body mobility exercises together instead of rushing or moving like molasses in the morning, or having no plan for the day.
It became budgeting each Monday together, not just our money, but our energy.
Like laughing while we figured out how to cook something new instead of grabbing takeout. We haven't gone out for a meal together all month, home cooking every night, leaving our restaurant budget untouched.
It looked like dancing in the kitchen, wedding dress shopping, starting new skills we had been talking about and started actually doing them. Pushing ourselves to show up in ways that actually mattered, to actually see progress for ourselves in small, incremental ways.
And then there were the hard parts, the frustrating ones.
Like saying no when we usually say yes. Balancing this phase of life while maintaining friendships. Prioritizing ourselves without guilt. Choosing not to let the obligations we were feeling derail us from what we want and are doing. So gratifying to have routine, rhythm, and calm after the season of life that we just left.
For me, this meant stepping into a new work direction, redefining what providing really looks like, and navigating the changes in my body post-honeymoon. Those bottomless margaritas really snuck up on me. And injuring my leg and shoulder, which were injuries that really made me rethink how I care for my body and commit to taking care of myself smartly for the long run. It was weird, honestly, feeling like a new version of myself while still holding on to pieces of the old. It felt uncertain and frustrating at times, but also totally right.
For me, it was finally giving myself permission to claim space for my dreams. I had put my own creativity on the back burner, and this month I chose differently. I dug into learning a new platform, committed to my own work, and reminded myself that I can support our family in a way that looks different, but is just as important, like cooking. It's a big part of my day.
The past month also included the decision to eventually start a family, reversing my vasectomy, and saying yes to fatherhood. While the procedure and recovery weren't fun, it seriously slowed me down. No exercise, tons of ice, and plenty of discomfort. But the reversal was a success, and now we get to look forward to starting a family together.
The unexpected challenge for me this month was wedding dress shopping. It sounds fun, right? But for a moment, it threw me off. I got anxious and stressed. I got caught up in the expectations and how I thought I should feel versus how I actually did. I had to step back and remember what really mattered and recognize, thanks to my mom and sister, that I can create and add my own flair to it. And this will also keep us in budget for the wedding. So I'm grateful for this and excited to make something truly unique with my mom.
I had a moment this month that revealed so many layers of frustration within myself. A tough conversation about what I was really ready to let go of, about realizing that maybe in some ways I wasn't showing up as fully myself as I thought. That honestly hit deep, but also set some things free within me.
This month wasn't glamorous on the outside. It wasn't full of big trips or crazy experiences. It was real, raw, and sometimes uncomfortable. But we feel it was also one of the most important shifts we've made together.
Here's what we've built so far. Establishing a routine for us, starting our days at 5:30 a.m. with a plan, giving ourselves the open door to say yes to ourselves and what we want and are doing. We have alone time individually so we can get into our own flow. We've each dropped 5 pounds from our honeymoon weight, thanks to daily movement and a customized nutrition and supplement routine. Jana's focus is video editing and planning out the launches.
Josh's focus is saying yes and officially enrolling in courses to improve and learn new skills within himself. Stepping into a path of personal freedom and love, doing the work with himself and for himself.
We are grateful, yes. Can we say that perhaps this wedding planning and life planning is taking us to the next level together? I think so, in a way that maybe we didn't even realize, but desperately needed. We even have our own little handshake. We're building a life.
A life where we don't just go through the motions, we move with intention.
A life where we aren't just together, we're growing together.
A life that doesn't feel like a checklist, but a choice.
So if you take one thing from this, let it be this. Our life isn't waiting for some big moment. It's happening right now, in the quiet decisions, in the daily routines and tasks, in the way we choose to show up for ourselves and for the people we love.
Because the greatest adventure is in becoming.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
I got a brain freeze.